Hey there. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for the 15-minute lymphatic massage mini training. I'm so glad you're here. Um, Thanks for just showing up for your health because even choosing to learn is already a step forward. Last month in our group, we focused on hydration. Maybe you were there, maybe you weren't, but we're going to touch on that and go a little bit further. We're going to take a step forward. I want to show you what hydration actually unlocks. Okay? Because hydration is the fluid, but the lymphatic system is the drainage. So think about like a sink and the drains. Okay? If you have a clog in the drain, the sink is going to fill up. But you can't push the clog through if you don't put something through it, right? So you need the lymphatic system to be unclogged, and the hydration, the water will push it through. Okay, you can't detox what you can't move. For many women, um, they're doing the right things and they still feel off. They're puffy, they feel inflamed, they have stubborn weight, fatigue, brain fog. Maybe you feel stuck in your body. You're eating well, but you're not feeling better. Does any about of that sound familiar? This conversation is for you then. So let me know in the comments what you actually deal with yourself. So let me teach you a little bit about what the lymphatic system actually does. The lymphatic system is your body's waste removal system. It moves toxins, excess fluid, cellular waste, inflammation, and metabolic byproducts. Okay, all of those things matter. It's literally part of how your body cleans itself. And here's the big thing that most people don't know. Your blood has a pump, your heart, right? It's pumping the blood through your body. Your lymph does not. It does not have a pump of its own. So lymph only moves when you move. That's a big deal. Lymph slows down because of stress or trauma, dehydration, hormone shifts, sitting too much, tight fitting or binding clothing, inflammation, nervous system overload, poor sleep. All of those things slow your lymph system down. If your lymph isn't moving, your body holds on. What does that mean? When your body holds on, you feel it as puffiness, fatigue. You start getting inflamed. There's stagnation happening. Garbage is not moving out of your body, and that's going to cause long-term health issues. Okay. So, why does the lymphatic massage matter, especially for us women? Let's talk about this. This is where lymphatic massage becomes powerful. It's not a trend, it's a tool. Okay. It supports your detox pathways. It helps with the bloating and puffiness. It helps with hormone balance. It helps with immune support, inflammation, energy levels, brain clarity, overall circulation. Does anybody need help with any of that? I do, especially for women in the perimenopause and menopause stages. Detox pathways naturally slow down then. Hormones change, inflammation rises, drainage slows, and recovery slows, healing slows down. This is one of the most overlooked pieces of feeling better, especially for tired women who are doing all the right things. You're adding the protein, you're moving your body, you're doing the diets, you're drinking the water, you're doing all the things and nothing's moving. There's no progress. I mean, you're healing you're doing all these things. What is going on? It's your lymph. So I'm going to teach you how to do lymphatic massage. I'm going to do it on the camera. Don't make fun of me, but you need to know how to do this, right? So before I do this, I want to set some expectations. I want to make some things very clear to you. First, this is not deep massage. Okay, your lymph sits right underneath your skin. And if you push too hard, it just kind of paralyzes it. You don't want to do that. It's not pressure. Okay. You're not thinking about going to get a massage. That is not what we're doing here. It is not forcing something through. Okay. Um, so here's some rules. Light pressure. Think like petting a cat. You're not gonna on a cat, right? They're gonna be, you're gonna get scratched or whatever. Gentle petting, gentle touch, gentle movement. Lymph responds to gentle, slow, consistent movement, not force. So let's explain the flow, okay? We're just going to help the body remember to drain. There are 7 key places in your body that will help it drain. So the first place I'm going to show you, let me move my hair out of the way, is called your termini. Your termini is in your collarbone area. This is your main drainage point, and it is the most important. If all you did was this, it will help you, okay? So in your collarbone area, you have the collarbone here and the collarbone here. In this triangle soft space right here, this is your termini. Okay, so what I do is I take these 2 fingers, or sometimes these 2 fingers, and I cross my arms, and I'm just going to do the one side, and I'm going to show you. I'm just going to push, slow, gentle pressure to move it around my body. So here's some facts for you, and we'll go into this more. Your left termini drains 85% of your body. Your right termini, 15%. This is still important, but your left termini is the most important. Have you ever noticed that the left side of your body gets more swollen if you deal with water retention? Maybe your ankles or your feet or your fingers. Left side. I never understood that. Thought it was because of my heart. My heart's fine. It was lymph. I had not seen these beautiful things. See these collarbones here? I had not seen these in like 25 years, and I thought it was a weight issue. It was not a weight issue. It was a lymph issue. And when I started to do this, my collarbone started to come back. I didn't lose any weight. I got rid of the fluid that was built up, the toxins that were built up. And when you can get those toxins out of your bloodstream and out of your body, you're going to feel better. So you do 10 to 50 slow pumps. Okay. So I'm just showing you what you do. That's where you start, and it's going to be where you end. But so that's the first one. The second one is your tonsillar or your neck area. So this is behind your ear, or not behind your ear, below your ear, behind your jawbone right here. There's kind of a soft spot here. Okay. What I typically do is I do the Spock. Those old enough to know now. Anyway, and I put 2 fingers in front of my ears and 2 fingers behind, and you're going to push up and pull down. Do you see how it's moving my face skin and my neck skin here? Push up, pull down, push up, pull down. But it's gentle, it's slow. You cannot rush this, or you will not have much drainage happening. So I started doing this massage, and one of my chins disappeared in about 60 days. Just gone, because I had so much lymph that was just being held right there. So starting here, then here, that's number 2. Number 3 is called your apical area. So your apical area, let's see if I can get my camera to show you this. I'm going to point it down a little bit. Nope, my camera moves. So my armpit here, below my collarbone, kind of in the crevice of the arm here is kind of the apical area. So I'm gonna just massage in a circular motion. Again, I'm just using these 2 fingers. I'm not pushing hard, and I'm just going up. You kind of are pulling it up always. You're just gonna always be pulling it towards the termini. We're doing this backwards. Okay. So if you're trying to um, get a plug out or a clog out, right? You're not going to start at the top of it. You're going to start at or I'm sorry, the back of it. You're going to start at the front of it, right? If you have, let's say, I'm just thinking of like squirting something out of a frosting bag, and you keep pushing the back, but you haven't dealt with the plug in the front, it's going to go squirting like it's not going to work. You have to do this first. So your apical, both sides again, across your body. You're pushing it up, just kind of massaging up like this 10 to 50 times. Same side, you do both sides. I usually just cross and do them at the same time. Okay. And then your next area is your armpits. So let's talk about your armpits. I'm going to show you the armpit area. I have some puffiness still. I've had puffy armpits for a long time. You take your two fingers again into that kind of deep area there, and it works best if you put it down, and you just kind of push up and down with those two fingers. You don't need your thumb, but up and down. You're just massaging that into, and you don't have to do it hard. Again, this one's a little bit deeper, so you're going to go a little bit deeper, but you're going to go up and down 10 to 50 times. I had an armpit that like actually bowed out. Now it's kind of just flat, but it's going to eventually get there. And you do the other side. Okay, both sides. Okay, so that's number four. Let's go to number five. Number five is your abdomen. I'm going to see if my camera will let me do this because it likes to follow me all over because it's Apple. Anyway, abdomen, halfway between your belly button and your, so here's my belly button, here's my sternum area, my rib cage. I'm going to go halfway between, which is kind of right here, and I use these two fingers. I push in, and I have a little extra here, but I push in and I pull up. You're going to know if you're going too hard because it will hurt. Okay, but this one is deep within. So if you've been dieting and exercising and drinking the water and you still just have this pooch and this puffiness that won't go away, this one's for you. It's lymph. When you're done with that, I like to breathe. This is kind of like an extra bonus for the same one for number five, but do box breathing. So you're going to want your belly and your ribs to come out, and you to inhale real big and then push out through your belly. Your diaphragm pushes the lymph through your body out of your abdomen. Your organs are in your abdomen. Do not skip this space, okay? It's important. Okay, so that was number five. Number six is your pelvis. So again, you're going to use these two fingers and you're going to kind of just pump up and down like this, gentle, petting the cat, right? You're just going gently and you're going to start. Let's see if I can get it to show, but at the top here, where your um, leg and your pelvis kind of meet, and you're just going to pump up and kind of go down into your pelvic area on both sides. Do that 10 to 50 times. Gentle, gentle, gentle. Okay. The last place, the seventh one, is your knee. So behind your knee, let's see if I can get this to show. Here's my chair. Here's my knee. So behind my knee, don't judge my legs. There's this soft spot right behind your knee, right? You're going to take your two fingers, one on each side, and you're going to pull back, push in and pull back. But again, we're being gentle with it. 10 to 50 times, right? Easy peasy. And then do the left side too. For me, um, I've had major puffiness and inflammation, water retention for a really long time. Since I've started this, my collarbones have returned. I'm losing inflammation around my jaw and my face, around my eyes even. I'll do this sometimes and all of a sudden I'll just get a lot of like mucus draining down my throat, kind of gross, but still it's getting that out. It drains your brain. That's important. And when you're done, go back into your collarbone area, your termini a couple more times because let's just help it along, right? So it's easy as that. As we move, everything flows toward drainage points, not away from them, toward your drainage points and toward your termini. You're always aiming for that because that's kind of the last drainage point, okay? Doesn't need to be long, 3 to 5 minutes, that's long enough. Consistency matters way more than perfection. You're not trying to be perfect, just do it consistently. See if you can do it. So how? How do we actually make it work? We're going to habit stack. Have you heard of habit stacking? Habit stacking is a brilliant way to add a new habit into your life. This is where compliance happens. So let's be honest, information not going to change anything. Habits do. So do it after something you already do every day. After you take a shower, I do mine during my shower. After I condition my hair, I just take 3 to 5 minutes, do my lymph, and then I rinse my hair. It's just part of my daily routine. I never miss it now. After you wake up, before you go to bed, while you're getting dressed, wherever it's going to work, fit it there. That is a habit stack. Stack it with habits you already have so it doesn't add any more stress to your life. Just start doing it during that time, maybe while you watch TV at night, whatever. But stack it in somewhere because it's important. And remember, lymphatic massage without hydration, it's like taking out the trash without a trash bag. You wouldn't do that. You need to collect the garbage into a space with a trash bag with your hydration so that you can take it out. If you try to take out your trash and you're just holding it, it's going to keep falling off everywhere. And that's what will happen in your body. You don't want to release all this and there's no hydration to push it through. In fact, it's not really going to release anyway if it's stuck because it's too thick. You need more hydration. And I'm not just talking water. I am talking water, but I'm not just talking water. I'm talking electrolytes, mineral salts. We're talking about potassium, calcium, magnesium, those things, all in that are actually in real mineral salts. Those are the things that you need. Or healthy electrolytes, not with sugar, not with food dyes, all that stuff that's just going to cause more toxic load, right? Okay, so you need the trash bag, hydrate. You still need the fluid for things to move. So, how are we going to close this out? You don't need to overhaul your life. You don't need more pressure. You don't need more extremes. You need gentle consistency, right? So, I'm going to invite you to try this with us daily for 14 days. We're going to start on Monday in a Facebook group, and we're going to have a lymphatic challenge. It's not really a challenge. It's more like a gentle support, um, no pressure, no anything. Just like, hey, let's learn one new thing today. We're going to teach you a bunch of new stuff. We're going to habit stack it. We're going to check in. Have you been doing it? How's your hydration going? It's accountability. You're 85% more likely to do something long term if you have someone holding you accountable. So that's what this is about. We're going to show you the steps again. We're going to provide the support. We're going to walk it out together in the group. Are you interested? This is not about adding another thing to your plate. Nobody needs that, right? It's about tying this into what you're already doing. So comment, I'm in if you want to be added to the lymphatic drainage challenge. We'll teach you so much more. We're going to show you proper technique every day. We're going to encourage you daily to add one more thing. And then watch your messenger chat. We'll connect with you there. Someone's going to connect with you, okay? So any questions, put them in the comments. What's your biggest takeaway of this? What questions do you have? What did you learn tonight? I want to answer these questions for you, so I'm watching for them. So please enter something into the comments and let me know. So thank you for listening to this tonight. Remember, even if all you do is clear your termini on both sides each day, that's a win. You're going to start seeing some wins. We're going to build into more than that because your whole body needs this. But something is always better than nothing, okay? Your body's designed to heal. God made you that way. Sometimes it just needs a little help moving things along. That's what we're doing. Thanks so much for joining. Have a great night.